Hi, I'm Gerald Wessels, and I'm a realtor that serves the south side of Atlanta. I'm going to talk to you today about a little project that my wife and I embarked upon this last spring. I'm going to ask you today, does your house have what we could call BWS, boring wall syndrome? Well, you know, I understand that there's much to be said for a nice, smooth, clean look. Some people in parts of the country do what we call knockdown to their walls. But today I'm going to show you a little project that we did that might liven up your house just a bit. So this is sort of our finished product, and it's kind of what we've affectionately called the Savannah project. I'll get to that in just a moment. First, you're going to notice that we did a double frame. You can do a single frame. My wife just happened to like the double frame, and I was really scared of doing it, but you know, I think it actually turned out real well. Painted in between the frame, and then my wife installed wallpaper. My wife loves wallpaper. Some people don't like it, some do. We believe it really dressed up the hallway up here. And then we ended up finding 3 pictures that we had taken of Savannah, and we put those in between the frames, and we have affectionately called this our Savannah project. One thing I've noticed when you watch one of these programs on TV on how to do one of these projects, they don't tell you about all the mistakes you can make or the little secrets in getting it to look great. And so I'm just going to give you some tips real quick on how yours can end up looking like this. My first tip is, I did one upstairs first. I thought, you know, if I really mess it up, it's only going to be me and my wife, or my wife and I, that will see the finished product. And so before I went downstairs where we would have guests seeing it, I want to make sure that I could do it and it would be something that's presentable. Secondly, let's just talk about tools. You know, I think it's cheating because I grew up in the era before nail guns, for people to use nail guns. But let me just tell you, when you're doing a project like this, there's really 2 tools that really help you out. Number 1, a nail gun. A lot of times these little nail guns come free or come along with an air compressor, so a nail gun really works well. And then I do have a miter saw. The miter saw just makes great cuts, and so when you put it together, it's going to look great. Something that I learned from my wife, I was really into all the boxes being the exact same size. But as I've looked at houses across the area, and I've seen a number of houses, and as I learned from my wife and others, the main thing is that these are equidistant on each side. The frames themselves can be a number of different sizes. And so, and don't tell my brothers who are professional carpenters this, I learned from watching a video, you don't really even need to use a tape measure once you have this piece in place, because I got a perfectly square 4-inch block, and then you just use the block to draw out all your different frames. Well, our next project is what I'm going to be calling the Charleston project, and I will show you how it ends up when we get it done.